All righty, what's happening, everybody? 11:01. Good job, Nick Wise. You know, radio is always better if hosts disagree. But you know what? We got to call it like it is. We can't fake it and just try to do that, just to make it better. But I was listening to his show, and he likes Zach Robinson to be the new offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And again, when you hear this, nothing has been decided by the Buccaneers, but that would be his choice. And I was like, you son of a gun, that was who I was going to pick. My first choice, honestly, would be Mike McDaniel, but I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, what's happening, everybody? How you doing? 11:02. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Saturday. It really is. It is gorgeous outside. I love this weather. I know some of you, I don't like the cold. Oh, my God, I wait all year for this. My blood, I'm down here 35 years. My blood never thinned out. So I am loving it. It's just a gorgeous day today. And boy, oh boy, is there a lot going on. My man, Cody Haynes, is on the other side with us. How are you doing today, Cody?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Rock. We already did 2 shows today live, and now we got your show, which is a great show as well. I'm excited.
I saw that. It started bright and early today. I've been listening, and I'm like, we're live and loco. But we are live and local, and this is a great time. Again, football season is not over yet. So I am going to enjoy every bit of this. We got 2 NFL games today. We got 2 NFL games tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, we got the College Football National Championship. And that will be in Miami Gardens. It's funny, I had a guy that is in the media. He's with Spanish media. I don't know his exact outlet. Juan. And I see him at Bucs games. And, man, I mean, earlier in the season, he was like, hey, you going to go to the College Football National Championship? And I'm like, well, I hadn't planned on it, Juan. Why do you ask? He goes, we can carpool. We can hang out together. We can do this. And I'm like, oh, I like Juan. I don't really know him that good. And then I just forgot about it. And then we got towards the end of the season. He goes, have you decided? I was like, oh, no, I can't. I can't make it. I am going to be going to the Super Bowl on Radio Row with T. Kraz and Nick Wise. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be in San Francisco. The game is in Santa Clara, but Radio Row and all week, everything takes place at the Convention Center in San Francisco. So I'll be going to that. I'm going to try to make it to the NFL owners meetings because now they call it the NFL meeting. It's in Arizona. I go every year. And 3 years ago, I actually got to sit down with Joel Glazier one-on-one for my podcast, which I would use now on WDAE, Jason Light. But it's rare to get Joel Glazier and to just do a sit-down interview, and I was able to do it. So I'm hoping to do that again this year. As far as the Glaziers, I don't know what they're thinking. We know they're interviewing for an offensive coordinator. We know they're interviewing for a special teams coach. There's a couple of different openings. You know how they pretty much cleaned house. Todd Bowles stays. So we'll see. We'll get into all that. I want to talk about these games today, man. Who do you like, this and that? And let me talk to Cody. I got a question today. Oh, and before I go to you, Cody, so to let you know what's going on here, phone lines are open. I love to talk to you, okay? Phone lines are open. You and me, Cody, let's hang, let's talk, let's bust each other, let's do it. That's fine. 11:45 today, USF men's basketball coach Brian Hodgson. I got to tell you, I've gone to a couple of games, men's basketball, on campus, USF Yuengling Center. It is a great atmosphere. It is piece of cake, in and out, parking easy, going in, a lot of stuff, especially if you got kids. It's a fun environment. It's college basketball, and USF is ascending. I know a couple of years ago, the late, great Coach Amir had them at probably the highest level the USF has ever been, and Brian Hodgson is building. It's in his first year, but it's a good team. They spread the ball around, fast-paced. They're good. They're good, and it's a fun environment. They got a big game tomorrow, 2 o'clock. If you don't have anything planned, It's against Wichita State. It's a fun thing to do. It really is. So he's going to join me at 11:45. Coach Hodgson. 1 o'clock today. I'm on all the way till 1:30. Former Buccaneer quarterback. I know it's been years now. You got to go way back. Jeff Carlson, the male model. But no, Jeff Carlson. He knows his son played at a high level quarterback. Jeff has coached. He's trained. Jeff Carlson. He's going to join me at 1 o'clock. We'll get into these games today and tomorrow, and everything that the Buccaneers are doing, and his take on Indiana and Miami, and the two quarterbacks, and Fernando Mendoza and Carson Beck, and these programs, and it's in Miami, and it's going to be good. So that's at 1 o'clock. So that's it. Other than that, it's you, it's me. You can text in, you can phone in, and we're ready to go. So, Cody, I notice you've been more and more active on social media with your strong takes. I like that.
Yeah, I think that I just have to start tweeting stuff that I know people aren't going to like, and I'll get some reactions. No, it's actually been going pretty well,
Yeah.
whether it's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
So, yeah, I mean, I've been talking about a lot of the OC thing, obviously, and you know, I've been trying to keep it real because as a Bucs fan, you know, I got to be a little bit unbiased in this industry. So I'm trying to like throw out some things that I don't like and I do like, and that I know that Bucs fans aren't going to like, and it's been pretty good.
Yeah, you are a professional now. That's the thing. The fandom thing. The way I look at it is, you don't want to. You want ratings. Ratings equals revenue in this business. In TV, when I had that TV show, 18 years, half hour live, and they go on ratings, and ratings will give you revenue, meaning commercials, meaning advertisers. They want to advertise on shows that do well. And I'll never forget it. I came down here, it was January 1st, 1994, full time, on radio on WFLA. There was no sports station here. It was FLA and FLZ in this building on Gandy Boulevard. It was J-Corps, and then it became whatever. And that was the days of Spurrier. That was the days of Bobby Bowden. That was the good old days of the Miami Hurricanes. Now, of course, the Canes are back, baby. And I'll never forget it. I used to play basketball on Tuesday. And as soon as I moved down here, right away, met these guys. Hey, we play hoops on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then we go over and have some beers at a local bar. And I came on. I did a Sunday night show on 970 WFLA. It was once a week. I was out in the field right away, feeding sound to Ted Webb and all this stuff. And it was a Sunday night. And I had been here a couple of weeks. And I'm playing basketball, and we go drink pitchers of beer at this bar. And I said, listen, I see being down here, when it comes to college football, you can't sit on the fence. You're either a Gator or a Knoll. I know there's some Miami Hurricanes fans, but basically in Tampa Bay, you're either a Gator or a Knoll. This is even before USF. And I said, you know what? When we go to this sports bar and I'm surrounded by these Gator fans, these guys, and they're so obnoxious, you know what? I'm going to be a Knoll. I just threw that out. Cody, you should see the phone screen. Go the hell back to Jersey. Actually, I drove from Denver. I'm from Jersey, but I was in Denver for 2 years, and I drove a pickup truck from Denver to here and stayed here, and it's been 37 years later. And go back, you suck. You don't know it. And I was like, whoa. Why should I alienate one fan base? Gators, that's a big fan base. I am now doing this for a living. And I never, after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to play it down the middle. You got to take your fandom. You got to take that out.
Yeah.
And I was able to last a long time, and that way you get ratings, and I had ratings and revenue and 18 years in TV and, God, how many years in local radio. So that's the thing. I know you can still be a fan to yourself, and you don't want to fake it. The other thing, too, is you don't want to fake it. Sports fans are knowledgeable. They'll know if you're faking it. Have you noticed that yet, Cody?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They'll ask you questions, and you're like, ooh, and then, yeah, I've noticed.
I mean, you can't, pronunciation, if I don't know it, I don't chance it. When I fill in, and it's rare because JP does not take off, but at Tampa Bay Lightning games, and you got Europeans, you got Russians, you got these names of hockey players. This is at the Tampa Bay Lightning on the big board where there's 19,000 fans there, and there are hockey fans there. And I'll look down, and I got to go to that NHL pronunciation guide real fast. And if I don't have time, if I don't know it, don't say it, because you're being paid. You're supposed to be the guy that knows. And if fans, they can, number one, don't fake it. Don't think that you know everything. And you got to take that fandom. I mean, keep it to yourself. That's how I go. I always look at the ones that are really, really successful. Dan Patrick, look at Coward, Rome, Eisen. Who are the bigs? What do they do? They've made it. They're at the top. They're on how many stations, And what do they do? They certainly got to figure it out. You don't have to be exactly like them, but you know what I'm saying? So anyway, who do you like Monday night? All right, let's get right to it. Let's before we'll get to the OC and all that. Who do you like Monday night? You like Indiana? Do you like Miami, Cody?
It was funny. I was talking to Chris about this earlier, and he's really high on Miami coming in and taking out Indiana. But I was like, no, I can't see. I can see how Miami would do it because they have a good defense. But this team is just unreal. I mean, they're put together. Cignetti's going to have his guys ready to play, and I think that they're going to take – I don't have a score prediction, but I think that they're going to take care of business.
I'm the same way. I was on a show earlier, and they gave my prediction. I said, you know what, give me Indiana by 6, 27-21. I just think this is their year. It wouldn't shock me. It's not going to surprise me if Miami gets it done. I know it's a home game, but Indiana travels so good. I can't wait to see. That last game, it was all Indiana. But I can't wait to see how many Miami Hurricane fans are in Hard Rock Stadium. You know what I mean? You saw how Indiana travels. Oh, my God.
It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of Indiana fans were still there.
That there's more red?
It would not surprise me, even being in Miami. But I don't know. You never know.
All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open up these phone lines. We'll do that. 11:45, we got USF men's basketball coach Brian Hodgson. In Denver, I'm looking at Sal Pal, ESPN, 37 degrees now, not too windy. Some of these stadiums in the winter, I was telling my wife, I'm like, what's the one? It's going to be, below zero, and you're sitting on metal, and it's packed. She's like, well, why would fans do that? What would you do that? What would it take? Is there a certain temperature? If your team is in the playoffs, and we're this far in now, would you go and sit? Would you go and sit in snow? I actually think sitting in rain is even worse. I'd rather sit in snow. But anyway, 888-546-4620. That is 888-546-4620. I'm Rock Riley. Cody is with me. It's a beautiful Saturday. Let's enjoy the end of this football season, right? On WDA Saturday E!